when people say, well, it's really, really big, the universe, and therefore statistically there's got to be more life, I say, well, I guess that sort of depends on how you think life begins. If you think that life is just a random chance, that life begins from a purely material process and therefore...
Well, no, life is created by God.
Exactly. So this is my point, is if you think that life is a very, very special thing, then there's no reason to believe that life is commonplace. It doesn't matter how big the universe is. If it's a really, really special, intentional thing, then there's no reason to believe it's really commonplace. If, however, not as you believe, but as most modern people believe, if you think that life is just this random thing that kind of bubbles up and it's just purely material and it's pure random chance, then I guess you might believe that it's likely that life exists elsewhere in the world. But then my question always to the people who say that is, well, okay, tell me how life begins. And they never can. You can get the fanciest scientist with the nicest white lab coat and stethoscope. He's not going to tell you anything, which is, by the way, this is the wisdom of the book of Job. When God says, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me, you have so much understanding. Tell me where you were. Tell me how it happened. And that's what I want to ask all these modern liberal atheist people is, okay, you're so smart. Tell me, where were you when God laid the foundations of the earth? How does life begin? Because unless you can answer that question, then it's completely meaningless to talk about the statistical likelihood that it happened anywhere else. Really, really good point, though, because I think that a lot of people, and even at various points in my life, I would have been inclined to believe as you do, well, the universe is so big, there's probably life somewhere. But when you really get down to the granular level of why that is the case, I think it comes up lacking.